now, live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, we're back, man. Good Lord. I'm worse today than I was last night. Golly. Sorry, man, I'm sick. So if you see me pick my nose or you see stuff leak out of it, I apologize in advance. It's Taylor. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and what up? It's we're back in the Taylor studios, man. Because, well, I've been banned from Lawrence's studio until I get well. I'm feeling like I have a real bad cold, but I've had it for about 8 days now. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. And I always thought that I had a really good immune system, like a pretty good one. It's pretty. I don't get sick that often. I don't get this kind of sickness. I mean, if I change a dirty diaper, I might get rotavirus if I don't wash my hands. But I normally don't get colds. Man, I can't shake this fucking cold. LG, do you have a good immune system or not? Is that why you don't want me over there? You're afraid I have the coronavirus, probably. Don't we have a new variant going around?
Yeah, I hear there is a new variant, but no, I don't know if I have a good immune system, but I know I do try to take precautions.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to keep doing shows at home until I feel I got to get better because, I was talking about my immune system. I started getting sick last week. That's what I get for smoking pot with a sick dude. And it's been 8 days. And I felt a lot better. I got sick. What was it, baby, when we smoked all that dope with Dale? Thursday? Wednesday. I'm just kidding about that.
You're smoking reefers?
I think I got sick on Wednesday. However I got ill, it started on Wednesday last week. And shit, dude, it's Thursday. And so I felt, how a couple of days you just feel it coming on, and then it kicks. It probably kicked in Sunday night, Monday. So I was sick Monday and Tuesday. But then yesterday, dude, I started feeling pretty good. Like, okay, I'm starting around third base on this, and everything's hunky dory. But I woke up this morning and it's worse. And I'm medicated, man. I'm taking Dayquil and Sudafed together. I don't know if I'm not sleeping enough. Maybe I need to quit drinking beer every night. I think alcohol is probably to blame because it was getting better. Then all of a sudden, it's just today took a turn, man. So the only symptoms I have are a lot of drainage out of my nostrils, and my nose is real tickly. Like it's all in my nose.
Cocaine.
I've got like Oscar de la Hoya Coke nose. It's like sinusitis or something. It's probably turned into sinusitis. So here's our first live spot. You ready to do a live spot? The official vodka of Thunderdome is Live Oak Vodka. See, there it is right there. So here's the live spot. I have a cup of tea right here, LG. Nice tea that we bought this tea. It's really good. It's very yummy. We bought it at a Japanese. Where did we go get those massages, baby? Some Japanese joint. So there's this place where we went and got massages about a month ago or so, or 6 weeks ago. And that's not Japanese, but she sells all these teas, these beautiful teas. I don't know what the hell's in them. It could be tiger's paw. It's all in Japanese. It's all in Japanese. So tonight I'm going to make me a Live Oak Vodka toddy because this is bullshit. I cannot be dealing with this cold. It's been a week. I've got things to do. I've got work. I've got football games to go to. I've got stuff I want to do. I want to go on hikes. I want to go to the gym again. And it's just all, I don't have the energy. So I've got the tea in here. This can right here, LG, is about half full. So I'm gonna fill the rest of it with vodka. Ready?
Or half empty, depending on how you look at it.
Sure. It's about to be half. Well, it's half full of this Japanese tea. Quit with those racist drops. I guess you could do that, though. Your mother's Irish. Or what's your mom? Yeah, Asian. I almost said Irish. I'm drunk. Okay, here we go. I'm pouring this vodka. I think this can be pretty good, dude. I like Live Oak vodka anyway. I've had hot toddies, but I've never had a vodka toddy. This is going to be cool. This is an experiment. All right, I've got in this bag here, I've got honey. Just generic HEB store-bought Clover, 100% U.S. grade honey. A little honey in this bitch. Let's see. Look at that. I'm going to put a lot. You like honey, LG? I love honey.
It's not bad.
Some people don't like honey.
Yeah.
Some folks just don't have a taste for it. I like it. I put honey on. I put it in my yogurt.
It's kind of gross what it actually is, but yeah.
It's bee shit, right? What is it?
Vomit.
Bee puke?
Yep.
It's good. It's nice and good. So, I got the honey, got the vodka, got the tea. That right there is a big-ass lemon squeeze. How about that? Let me watch it. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It got me an eye. Oh, here we go. See. I'm gonna let it sit in there. I don't have anywhere to do with it. Okay, cool. So now I have created a drink. Have you ever heard of a vodka toddy? Because we're doing it today.
I have now.
I don't have a stirrer. I'm just going to use a real dirty pin out of my drawer. That'll be fine.
You wonder why you're sick?
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? Get sicker? I mean, I'm already sick. So there it is. Vodka, tea, hot tea, lemon, and honey. Let's take a sip. Oh, yeah, that's good, dude. That's good. It's not as heavy as a whiskey. So I'm going to sip on that this whole show tonight. So there's your first live spot, the official vodka.
You mean today?
Today, right. What I keep saying. I'm just lost. I'm out of sorts being at home and being sick and shit. You know, it's unfortunate. And LG's having to walk me through how to connect. How's it look tonight? Does it look good today, this morning, whatever the hell time it is? Does it look good? Looks good today.
Right? It looks great. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So there it is. Live Oak Vodka. Thank you, boys, for bringing us that vodka. That is the proud official vodka of Thunderdome, Live Oak Vodka. So you'll see me sip that today. So you'll see me get hammered. Where do you want to start? Okay, I got football opinions. Listen to your show. You're not supposed to be watching me do the show, baby. Okay, golly, because I'm loud. That's good. Got my dolphin coaster here. So I'm at home. I'm just out of sorts. Okay, so yesterday, and I'm getting ready to do some NFL picks here because I don't know why it's dumb, but y'all love them. I hate doing NFL predictions. I'm going to give you my picks. I'm going to give you my Super Bowl picks because there's a game tonight. What do we got? We got Chiefs and Lions tonight. The fighting Dan Campbell's. Glen Rose, Texas' own Danny Campbell. And those Deet Lions will take on the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, tonight on Thursday Night Football. So I'm going to give my picks in a minute. There is Cowboys news unrelated to anything. It's not directly related to them, but it's going to have an impact on the Cowboys. So Nick Bosa yesterday finally agreed to terms with the San Francisco 49ers. I think it's a 7-year deal. Ridiculous amount of money. Nick Bosa had been holding out. He hadn't showed up all off season. I don't think he went to the OTAs. He hadn't been in training camp at all for the 49ers, and it looked like he was going to actually hold out week one. I don't know if all of a sudden he decided, you know what, I need that paycheck. I mean, now we start getting paid for this shit, so maybe he told his agent to come on with it, or the 49ers panicked. I don't have any idea who blinked, but Nick Bosa, the badass all-world defensive edge rusher for the 49ers, who was all up in Dak Prescott's ass in the playoffs, and not in that good way to get in somebody's ass, the bad way. That dude is a badass.
Stick your cock up her ass.
Okay. And once again, every day, every show, Nick Bosa is the best defender in football, period. And it's obvious. There's not even an argument that whether or not he's the best defender in football. So he is going to make a guaranteed $122 million no matter what happens. It's funny. You think about Cibolo's own Terrence Steele. Cowboys signed Terrence Steele to an extension this week, and Steele is going to be guaranteed, I think, $50 million. Nick Bosa's guaranteed money, $122, and that does not include the base salary he's going to get for the next couple of 3 seasons. That's somebody's going to make. He's going to make $200 million when this contract's over. He is awesome. He deserves that money. And the 49ers finally caved and gave it to him. So all's great as the 49ers get ready for a tough game at Pittsburgh on Sunday. Okay. Where am I going with Nick Bosa talk? Well, you know who next year is up for a new contract if the Cowboys so choose to do so. And, of course, the Cowboys could just go ahead and franchise tag him. You know where I'm going with this. So because Nick Bosa signed a contract yesterday at a guaranteed $122 million, there's this assumption out there by Cowboys fans that, Nick Bosa won't be the highest paid non-quarterback in history for very long because Micah Parsons is going to get more. Is he? Should he? The answer to is he is probably because the Cowboys will probably give whatever Micah Parsons wants. But should Micah Parsons eat that much of the Cowboys salary cap? Keep in mind, the 49ers aren't paying Brock Purdy shit. The Cowboys are paying Dak Prescott ridiculous money. And as I think about Micah Parsons, and I actually wrote a column for Sports Illustrated on this a month ago or so, just because Micah Parsons is really, really good and plays a really, really premium position, that does not mean that you have to give him the richest contract of anybody who's ever lived that didn't play quarterback. And I mean that. I would play hardball with Micah Parsons because I'm running a business here. And I argue this in my column. The only way to run an NFL team is to run it the way Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft run the Patriots. And I know the Patriots are down, but you can't win for 40 years. They just won for 20 straight. Tom Brady retired, blah, blah, blah. He left, went to Tampa, retired. But the way they manage their team is the way you need to manage it, especially in the NFL. When there's a hard salary cap, there's no going over it. If I'm running an NFL team, we're going to run it ruthlessly. It's not that we don't care about players. The NFL is set up salary cap-wise where you're not allowed to care about players, although Jerry does let sentiment get in the way sometimes. Just because Micah Parsons has been all-pro, and some of y'all are going to say, Taylor, you must be the medication. You're a fucking idiot. Right now, I would not pay Micah Parsons more than Nick Bosa. I need to see a hell of a lot more. Nick Bosa's been around longer than Micah Parsons. Nick Bosa does not wear out in December like Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has been in the league 2 years. He's been all-pro both times. What has he done every December? Wear down physically and get tired and not be as effective. Even he admits that, which is why he spent this whole offseason, which we've talked about on this show. Micah spent the entire offseason trying to bulk up, busting his ass to get in. Remember, he didn't work out with the Cowboys training people during the OTAs. Micah Parsons worked out on his own up in Austin with this personal trainer trying to put weight on him, maybe not add muscle, but just make him just bigger somehow. I guess muscle. I don't know. He wears down in December because Micah Parsons is not a very big dude for his position. Nick Bosa is a goddamn monster. Micah Parsons is not that huge. You stand next to Micah, I mean, he's bigger than the average guy, but it's not like Micah Parsons blows you away, and if you stand next to him in person, he's just not the biggest dude. I'm not saying they shouldn't pay him. I'm just saying they need to be cautious with him. This overreaction after the Bosa deal yesterday. There's the market. Micah's going to have to make more. Is he really going to have to make more? Make him earn it. He needs to show them that he's going to be every bit as good for the Cowboys in December as he is in September, October, and November. In December and in playoff games, you need to dominate like Aaron Donald does. Micah Parsons is a great football player. Is he one of the 5 best defenders in football? Maybe. And I think we get jaded. We get into our little Cowboys bubbles, and we overrate our own guys. And I'm guilty of it. But he's not better than Nick Bosa. He's not. And I don't think he ever will be better than Nick Bosa. And that's okay. That don't mean you don't give him a monstrous contract. You just don't give him some $50 million against your salary cap contract if you don't have to. I'm not saying play hardball with Micah Parsons necessarily. I'm not saying not either. Again, I would run my team ruthless. Give a shit about these guys. Bring them in, run them into the ground, ship their ass out. I got to. It's a salary cap. I'm just saying be cautious with Micah Parsons is all. They could always franchise tag him too. And if he doesn't like it, tough titties. He can deal with it or hold out, and that's okay. And also, here's the thing. If you overpay Micah Parsons, now you've created a scenario maybe where you've got 3 or 4 other holes in your defense, and you don't want that. I'm just saying, I know he plays a very important position, the most important position on defense. I'm begging for cautiousness in light of the Nick Bosa contract extension. All right, show brought to you in part by San Antonio City Soccer Club. These boys are great. Now, these girls are great. Over 1,500 kids play in this soccer club. Fall leagues are getting ready to get rolling and started. It is the official soccer club of us, San Antonio City Soccer Club. And as always, we need sponsors. We need people to step up and take hold of sponsorship some of these fields, all right? And I'm just making sure that I'm allowed to say this publicly, and alas I am. It's only $1,000. I have not been telling people that in recent weeks, and I think there's been an assumption that, well, I can't afford to sponsor a soccer field. It's probably $10,000 for the year. It's not. It's only $1,000 for the year. Over 1,500 players will go through these fields. Thousands and thousands of parents and siblings and people, grandma and grandpa, will see your sign. You want to sponsor a field? Reach into my DMs or shoot me an email at miketaylorshow@gmail.com. All right. What else today? Going to talk about the Spurs a bit, and I'm going to give some dumbass NFL picks. I'm starting to get snotty. Hang on. It's really good. It's actually not bad. I was worried that I'm creating some crazy ass drink because normally a toddy has whiskey in it. But this is good. Really, I'm not just saying that shit because it's live oak either. It's good anyway. It's getting me through this damn show. All right, it's no secret that there's a hell of a lot of pressure on the young core Spurs players that will come back to the team this training camp, not named Victor Wembanyama. It's like no matter what you did last year, even if you had a good year, like Keldon Johnson had a good year. Malachi Branham had a pretty good year for a rookie. They liked what they saw out of Trey Jones, and they gave him an extension. And Trey Jones stepped up and earned the job after Josh Primo turned into a fucking pervert, and they had to get rid of him. Trey Jones went out there and took the job. But that does not guarantee anybody anything because of Victor Wembanyama. Just because you were good last year does not mean that you got to roll this year, because what if you don't fit in with this big boy? Who fits in best with this incoming phenom Wemby? Who might wind up being potential trade bait, Who has a chance that maybe didn't show a whole lot last year, that's got some talent, but for whatever reason has chemistry with Wembanyama? And maybe somebody shows something new this year. I'm talking about the current group of guys, and I know the Spurs. Sorry about that. I had snot fly out of my nose, and it went all over the screen and knocked us off the air. Like I was saying, I was talking about Malachi Branham. I saw there was a good piece in the Express News that Malachi Branham, a real good young swingman, he has admitted that no matter what he did last year as a rookie, which he showed signs, had a good summer too. Malachi Branham did, kid from Ohio State. That doesn't mean shit when it comes to Wembanyama, and everybody feels the pressure of fitting in with Wembanyama. Some of these kids may get traded out of here. Maybe there's an assumption that the Spurs are going to trade for veterans. What if the Spurs don't trade for anybody? What if they want to roll with this young core that they have? I'm willing to at least see, I'm willing to start the season anyway with the current roster and see who's got a chance to show something new. Who has a chance to fit in with Wemby? And maybe somebody falls out of favor because they don't fit in with Wembanyama. And Branham said he feels that pressure. Despite playing the most of, I think he played more minutes than any of the rookies last year. There's 3 kids the Spurs drafted in the first round. Malachi knows that we're in uncharted waters here because of Wembanyama. And it's part of the reason why he chose to go to Spain. So every year in Spain, in El Gio like this, every year the NBA sends a group of NBA players on a retreat, like a vacation retreat, just to learn Spanish culture. It's a thing that the NBA offers up. If you want to sign up and go to Spain and spend a couple of weeks, you can. They'll send you out there. And so Malachi Branham went out there on the NBA's organized dime for this retreat in the Andalusian region of that very beautiful country, which I'm pretty sure you've been to. Isn't that the southern part along the water, like
It
the
is.
sun coast? Yeah, it's beautiful. It's part getaway. It's part bonding experience. He was out there with a couple of stars, too, Donovan Mitchell of the Cavs and Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. And it wasn't just vacation. They went balls out with workouts. Brutal. And Branham's just trying to do all he can do to show that he deserves to be part of the Wembanyama region of South Texas. And training camp's around the corner, and he wants to stay. He wants to play with Wembanyama. All these kids want to stay here. They don't want to get traded. And so he told the Express News a couple of days ago that it's top of mind. He says it's definitely part of my motivation to keep up with this rise, talking about Wembanyama. I don't want to be lost in the mix, he was saying. So, outside of Wembanyama's own development himself, that'll be the biggest storyline of the year is Wemby and his development. After that, though, it's going to be a lot of fun just to keep up with the rest of the roster and see who has staying power and who has trading power. So we'll see. I thought that was a good piece. If you get a chance to go read it, go ahead and do it. All right. By the way, did you get that tweet? Did you see that tweet from Blue Star Complex, the Arts Complex?
Yeah.
I sent him that. Oh, look at that. Look how tall that kid is.
Yeah. When I first saw this,
It's insane.
it's kind of like an optical illusion. It's a confusing perspective. Looks
his
like
leg got
Wemby
cut
has
off.
no leg.
That's just how skinny he is, where one leg's hidden behind the other, I guess.
Well, no, it is. Yeah, his left leg is hidden behind his right leg there, and then it looks like he's holding something in his left hand, maybe? I don't know. It just looks weird. It looks like he's an amputee.
Yeah, it looks like he's just hopping around on one leg. So I think he's got his hand on that dude's back, but because his shorts are kind of baggy, you can't see his other leg, but it looks like it's an optical illusion.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's a weird.
So this is a kid who grew up in Paris. I'm sorry, Wemby, but we don't have the Louvre here, man. He knows that. We don't and this is no disrespect to anybody in town. The Arts Museum, Nina and I never been. What was the museum we went to, baby? What was the museum we went to? What was the museum we went to this year? The Museum of Art. It was great. I want to go back. The McNay? No. The Museum of Art, dude.
Oh, the San Antonio Museum of Art.
Yeah,
the one on the river.
Sama. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Sama. So we've got Sama, we've got the Whitty, we've got the McNay, which is a nice museum. Now, we don't have the Paris scene, but he knows that, and so he's just cruising around Blue Star Arts Complex. We ought to bring back the damn Symphony for no other reason. We want this kid to feel like he's, in a European town, although he's not. He's in a Mexican town. Anyway,
did he complain as well that we don't have a symphony?
No, he didn't say that. Pal Gasol worried about that. Remember that?
Yeah, he was very concerned about that.
Well, I'm thinking about signing with the Spurs. They say, but I don't know because they don't have a symphony. Okay, and they did have a symphony at the time.
Anyway, so
it just wasn't world renowned.
and then they dissolved right after that.
Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, did our symphony have an accordion in it? Did they play spoons? The poor SA Symphony, it's dead. I would like to see it come back. That's not cool to be a city of our size and not have a symphony, whether you like that kind of music or not. Which I'm okay with that once a year. You got to just get in the mood to go see something. I'm cool with that. Like when they do like Star Wars shows and stuff. Did you go see, not Metallica, you saw, was it Wu-Tang Clan? Who'd you see with the symphony?
Yeah, I saw Wu-Tang with the Colorado Symphony at Red Rocks Amphitheater.
And it sucked, right?
It was awful.
Who sucked, the symphony or Wu-Tang?
The symphony was great. Wu-Tang sucked.
Oh, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They didn't use the symphony as their backing music. They would play scenes from the 36 Chambers old Kung Fu movie.
Uh-huh.
Where they got Wu-Tang from. And
yeah.
basically the symphony would play the score to the movie, and then Wu-Tang would come out and do a song or two, and then they'd play another scene from the movie, and it was not great.
Okay.
And that the Red Rocks is not built for rap.
Sorry.
That's disgusting. Red Rocks is not built for rap. You got to go see like bands out there, not DJs. You got to see people with instruments.
Right. I mean, most rap's hard to do good live.
It's hard to do. Yeah.
Takes
Well, you need a
special
band.
love.
If you don't have one of the best DJs ever, you need a band for sure.
Yeah, when the symphony that played with Metallica, I think was it San Francisco?
Yes, that was great. That was
they
fantastic.
played with the band simultaneously.
They learned the music. Yeah, they had the sheet music for all of Metallica's tracks.
Yeah, that was tremendous. All right, show brought to you in part by R&R Autoglass. They are easy to locate right there by the airport at 281 in Tacoma. They take all insurances. Doesn't matter what you've got, they take it. It's Puro San Antonio, locally owned. They're fast, no waiting around 3 days, having an Uber to work and catch a ride or whatever. It is R&R Autoglass. Get yourself the Taylor Especial. It is R&R Autoglass, the official autoglass company of Taylor. By the way, it's funny because I showed Nina that tweet this morning of Wembanyama walking around Blue Star. And she's like, God, he's so tall. And so Nina being Nina, she's like, I wonder how many Wembanyamas are as tall. Like, how many Wembys does it take to reach the top of the Eiffel Tower? And so I looked it up. The Eiffel Tower is like 984 feet tall. Wembanyama is 7'5". Rudimentary math tells me that it would take 132 Wembys to make the Eiffel Tower. It'd probably take 200 Mike Taylors to make the Eiffel, but only 132 Wembys. If you stack 132 Wembys on top of each other, you'd reach the top of the Eiffel Tower. These are the things we talk about at our house. Okay, this is dumb what I'm about to do. It's absolutely a mail-in, but I'm going to do it anyway just because y'all like it. It's one of the most commented on things I ever do. I despise it. It's bullshit. It's throwaway. It's futile. I should never do it. But without further ado, and I saved it to the very end, I'm not going to spend very much time on it. I'm going to give my 2023 Mike Taylor Power Index NFL picks of 2K23 on Mike Taylor Live. Let me just start off by saying no one knows a thing. Literally, no one knows anything. And you got a bunch of jackasses all over TV today because we've got Chiefs and Lions tonight that are going to act like they're experts and watch out for those Steelers. Steelers-Lions Super Bowl. You're going to have these people that give these authoritative opinions. So I'm going to do the same thing. Admitting that I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just guessing like everybody else is here. So don't go betting money on this. I'm leaking, dude. So here's my picks. You ready?
Looks like a tampon in your nose or something.
I know it does, doesn't it? All right, here's my NFL picks. Oh, man.
Audio listeners got the benefit right now.
Oh, cool. I've got toilet paper shoved up my left nostril, audio listeners. All right. My 4 division winners in the AFC, the Bills, the Bengals, the Jaguars, and the Chargers. For some reason, people are hot on Pittsburgh. Get the fuck out of here, man. Pittsburgh ain't winning shit. I don't think this Kenny Pickett's prime time. And the Bengals are too strong. I think Lamar Jackson's overrated, which most of y'all think I'm an idiot for that. The Ravens don't make the playoffs. The Steelers don't make the playoffs. The Bengals win that division. So Buffalo, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, and the Chargers. The wild card teams will be the Chiefs. Wild card, Chiefs. Tennessee, love Mike Vrabel. And Miami. I love that coach they got that looks like he's 22. So there it is. My picks for this year. No Ravens in the playoffs. No Steelers. No Jets. I don't think the Jets are going to make the playoffs. It's going to be about, it's failed. I'm calling fail on Aaron Rodgers. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars to go to the Super Bowl this year with Sunshine. Doug Peterson's a stud coach. He got fucked over by the Eagles. In 1 year, he took that kid Trevor Lawrence and turned him into a Pro Bowler after he was the worst damn starter in the league under that Urban Meyer. 1 year is all Doug Peterson needed, and he turned Lawrence into a Pro Bowler. Jaguars in the Super Bowl. In the NFC, division winners, 49ers, Saints. That's a shitbag division, that NFC South. 49ers, Saints, Vikings, Giants are my division champions. No Cowboys to win the division. I do have the Cowboys as one of the 3 wild cards. I've got the Cowboys and the Eagles coming out of the NFC East. And those Lions. I believe in those Detroit Lions. Now, they're not going to win anything once they get to the postseason, but they're going to go. So here's my pick for the Super Bowl in 2K24, technically, next February. The Taylor Power Index predicts Jaguars, Vikings in the Super Bowl. Minnesota versus Jacksonville. That's my Super Bowl. With Jacksonville winning the Super Bowl, Doug Peterson will win a Super Bowl with a second team. He won one with Footlong Foles in Philadelphia. He's going to win one this year with Jacksonville. The Jaguars are my pick to win the Super Bowl over the Vikings. There's my picks. If you go bet money on that, you're nuts. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. I think the Cowboys are going to do what the Cowboys do. They're going to be pretty good. They're going to lose week 17, not win the division. They are going to maybe win a wild card game and flame out in the divisional, just like they always do. All right, that's it. We're done. Sorry for the snot rockets and illness. It is what it is. I'm trying hard to get over it all. Love you boys hard. All right, become a member of this thing, right? Go to our YouTube page and click on, is it support, LG? Support?
Join.
Why can't I get that in my fucking head? It's a four-letter word.
Or you can also subscribe on Spotify as well.
Sure, right.
$6,
and become a member.
Same price. Yeah.
Correct. Become a member on Spotify for $6 a month, and become a member on the YouTube page for $6 a month. Click join, Join, join. Become a member. It ain't but $6 a month. Love you hard. More members-only content coming soon. That's it. I gotta get in bed. We're done here. Thank you to DJ LG. We'll see you boys Friday at 10 a.m., I think, unless I'm too sick. Love you hard. Enjoy Fat Taylor. Fat again.
Come back, you puppy!
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
This is a Bronx bound